This basketball-crazed part of the country is still celebrating Duke University's national championship. Thursday afternoon in Durham, Coach K, Mike Krzyzewski, and his Blue Devils were honored outside the Civic Center and toasted by 10,000 appreciative fans. Tonight, those fans will come to support the Skyhawks. And welcome to Carter Finley Stadium on the campus of NC State in Raleigh-Durham for tonight's game between the Barcelona Dragons and the Skyhawks of Raleigh-Durham. And hello again, everybody, and welcome to week number 3 of the World League here on the USA Network. Now, this week number 3 takes on early season importance because of the 10-game schedule. It is a shortened season, which means this game tonight is very important. This afternoon there was a game, and London beat Orlando 35-12. So we take a look then at the European division. You see London goes to 3-0, so Barcelona has to feel the pressure. The Dragons need a win to keep pace with the Monarchs. Meanwhile, in the North American East Division, with a loss today, Orlando goes to 2-1, so Raleigh-Durham with a win can climb within 1 game of the Thunder. And working with me, as always, quarterback extraordinaire for the Miami Dolphins, Dan Marino. And Dan, let's start off and talk about Raleigh-Durham. We saw him last week, but the lineup has been changed somewhat because of injuries.
Well, that's very true, Tim. The quarterback position has been the problem. Mark May last week hurts his shoulder. He's out for the season. Bobby McAllister comes in, has a really good game. He's the one bright spot for the Raleigh-Durham Skyhawks. He had 289 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. His best attributes are his ability to move around in the pocket, throw the ball on the run, and coming up with big plays. I think he's very capable of being able to lead this team to victory.
But as well as McAllister plays, the defense for Raleigh-Durham still has to make the stops.
Well, defensively last week, they didn't play very well, and the coaches will tell you that. What they need to do maybe is change their philosophy a little bit, be a little more aggressive, play some man coverage, do some blitzing up front. The defense has to play well in order for the Raleigh-Durham Skyhawks to win this game.
Tell us about the Barcelona Dragons.
Well, the Barcelona Dragons are a team that show a lot of character. Last week, they're playing in Montreal. In Montreal, they're down by 10 points in the second quarter. They come from behind to win. You have to look for a guy on offense, Paul Palmer. Look for him to get the ball 20 to 25 times in the game. He's a solid back, runs well, runs hard, can catch the ball well out of the backfield, and they'll stick him in the slot in their 4-wide offense. But the thing I'm most impressed with is the defense of Barcelona. They've done a great job. They have great people up front. Their down linemen have all had NFL experience. And if you look at their defense, they're solid in all areas. But the biggest thing is that they've only given up 17 points in 2 ball games.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready to tee it up, Tim.
All right. The countdown to kickoff continues from Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. Coming up, it's the Dragons and the Skyhawks. Stay with us.
Can't beat the real thing.
The World League on USA is brought to you by the Coca-Cola Company and your local Coca-Cola bottler. By the Reebok Pump, pump up and air out. And by Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nobody's cooking like today's KFC.
The weather in a word for tonight's ball game, simply sensational. The temperature was about 85 degrees today, clear skies. Right now it's 72, very little wind, and the field is in great condition. Right now let's introduce the 3rd member of our broadcast team, Atlanta Falcons superstar kicker Mick Luckhurst, with one of the classiest guys you will ever meet, Jack Bicknell. Gentlemen.
Thanks very much, Tim. I'm down here with Cowboy Jack, and we had a little bit of Jerry Lee Lewis before the game. We were rocking and rolling. You don't get a lot of that music in Spain, do you?
No, we don't. I have to bring my own headsets, but it's fun over there. It really is.
Coach, a little bit of a sacrifice going over there for you and the players. You haven't seen your wife since February the 1st. You've got a grandchild that you haven't seen as well.
I know.
Is it difficult?
That part is. It really is. But the Spanish people have welcomed us. It's really been great, and our players enjoy playing over there, and it's exciting over there right now.
This is a big game for you tonight, isn't it? Your thoughts going into it?
Well, it's a very big game because Raleigh-Durham has got some good football players. They struggle a little bit, but this league is so balanced that you know each week you're going to have to be ready to play, and our kids, I think, are ready.
Are they going to have any siestas at halftime in there?
No siestas. We got a lot of work to do tonight.
All right, Coach. Thanks very much. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Hey, Danny, you may have won the golf match today, but the London Monarchs won in London. Back to you guys.
Tim, he loves those Monarchs being from London.
Absolutely. Jack Bicknell's a pretty good golfer himself. As a matter of fact, he said when this season ends, don't even try to call him. He'll be on the golf course. A look at Roman Gabriel. Wanted to be the general manager and the coach, but the World League rules don't allow that. So instead, he's the coach. There is no general manager, and he is the director of player personnel. Jack Bicknell, unbeaten in the pro ranks, formerly the head coach at Boston College, 10 years there. They call him El Cabarero. Spanish newspaper says he reminds us of Gary Cooper. I don't know if this is a good sign or not, Dan, but Raleigh-Durham won the toss, which means the Skyhawks have won the toss in all 3 of their games.
Well, they need to get something going offensively, and last week they got off to a slow start. Maybe
Luis Seguiar will kick off, and Andre Johnson will be deep with Clarence C.A.
They got off to a slow start last week, Raleigh-Durham. They need to get something going early.
I want to know what those kickers are trying to do with that football when they're squeezing it like that before they put it on the tee.
Loosen it up a little bit.
Just about set, ready to begin. Week number 3 here at the World League. Barcelona Dragons kicking off to the Skyhawks of Raleigh-Durham. This is CA. Outstanding coverage by the Dragons. CA goes down at the 11. Tackle was made by Rich Coolin, the cornerback. So we'll have a chance then to see Bobby McAllister, who played for Toronto of the Canadian Football League, 1989, third-ranked quarterback in the Big Ten while at Michigan State. He led the Spartans to victory in the 1987 Rose Bowl. Talented young quarterback. Offensive line, Kelly John Lewis, Ruffin Rodriguez, Paul Wolf, Terry Gray, and Michael Scott. Now, Terry Gray moves up for Brad Hinkey, who played for the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 2 years ago. And you look at the backs and the skilled folks. McGill and Doctor start the evening. And they try to go straight ahead, get maybe a yard. That's it. It was Darryl McGill making a homecoming of sorts. He played at Wake Forest just down the road in Winston-Salem. Barcelona's defense up front, Bruce Clark, the longtime NFL veteran, Mike Ruth, the Outland Trophy winner from Boston College, and Steve Alford. Lindstrom, Quest, and Getz, along with Eric Naposki. And the defensive secondary, Anthony Green, Alex Morris, Glenn Cobb, and Thomas King. Second down, and just under 10 yards to go for the first. McAllister into the flats, and Lowry drops the football. Bren Lowry, who averages over 100 yards, all-purpose yards, all through his college career at Maryland, was wide open in the flats and just dropped it.
You see, they flooded the zone here. Bobby McAllister gets outside, nice throw on the run. Brent Lowry just drops it. I think he takes his eyes off the ball and is looking to run with it before he catches it, and consequently, he doesn't make the catch. Just notice the first play. They come out in the first play, the first running play. They had an unbalanced line to the left. It really didn't work for much, but they showed a different formation.
Third down and call it 10. Reminder, they have a 35-second play clock in this league instead of the 45-second. And Raleigh-Durham takes a timeout. So Roman Gabriel wants to tie things together, talk things over.
Well, right away we have 3rd and 10 situation for the Skyhawks, and I think maybe that Bobby McAllister was a little confused with Roman Gabriel's signals from the sidelines, wanted to take timeout because it is important when you don't have good field position maybe to get a first down here, to get something going early for the Skyhawks.
A reminder that in this league, the World League, there is a transistor, which means that Roman Gabriel can talk to his quarterback. Any coach in this league can talk to his quarterback on the radio, and the headset, or the helmet rather, for the quarterback has a little transistor inside, and they can hear it.
Well, talking to Roman Gabriel yesterday, he said they were going to spread their offense out a little more and try to open it up. They didn't really open it up very much against Orlando last week. They need to spread it out a little bit and make some plays offensively. 3rd and 10.
Roman Gabriel, a 4-time NFL All-Pro with the Rams and the Eagles, getting his first opportunity to be a head coach. Starred right here in this stadium with NC State. Actually, he didn't star in this stadium. This stadium was built after he left, but played in the alumni game. 3rd down and 10 for Raleigh-Durham. McAllister on the wagon. Across the middle, and it's caught by Clarence C.A., but it will not be enough for the first down. So Raleigh-Durham will have to punt.
Barcelona played zone coverage on 3rd and 10 there and just dropped their linebackers back about 10 yards. And you see Eric Nabisky come up and make a good hit on Clarence Ye coming across the middle. It's just underneath the zone, and he had good concentration to come up with that play, but it was a big hit there.
Boy, Naposki just nailed him.
Naposki.
Troy Fallance on the punt, has pressure. It's off an end-over-end putt. It hits it midfield at the 40. This is Tim Egerton out to midfield, and so a 40-yard punt, 8-yard return, and the Barcelona Dragons will start with outstanding field position. 12:54 to go, first quarter. Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. We're scoreless. A gorgeous evening in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. And right now they're enjoying spring football with the World League. 12:54 remaining first quarter. There is no score, Barcelona and Raleigh-Durham. But the Dragons starting with outstanding field position at midfield. First down and 10 for Barcelona. Ernie with plenty of time drops to Paul Palmer, who was wide open, and the ball was thrown behind him.
Scott Ernie had an opportunity to complete his first pass there to Paul Palmer. They did a little play action fake to the left side, threw it underneath. The ball was a little behind him.
Scott Ernie ranks second in the league in passing efficiency, holds most of the Rutgers passing records. Here's the offensive line up front. Bobby Sine, transfer from Pitt over to Baylor, has had knee problems. Nichols, Division I AA lineman of the year in college. This is Paul Palmer, big hole right side. He's down to the 44-yard line. So it'll bring up third down and short. The skilled folks for Barcelona, Paul Palmer, former National Football Leaguer, #1 pick by Kansas City. Lydell Carr out of Oklahoma. Outside is Taylor and Woods, and Hennett is the tight end. Third down and call it 4. Ernie has room, and he'll be close to the first down marker depending on the mark. I think he got it.
Scott Ernie made a good decision there. He had a little pressure inside. He was able to move to his right, out of the pocket, get enough for a first down. Slid in there, really didn't take a big hit. Barcelona Dragons have started the first 2 times with double wing formation and 1 back set with Paul Palmer, which is kind of interesting. They really haven't done a lot of that in the last 2 games.
You're going to have to give Scott Ernie a little lesson on the slide technique.
Well, he needed to get the first down there, so he did a good job.
Timeout, timeout.
And now Barcelona takes a timeout, so now both sides have had communication problems, have taken timeouts. Barcelona will take one here with 11:15 remaining in the first quarter. They're still coming in to Carter Finley Stadium on the campus of NC State. It is simply a magnificent night in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. There is no score. Skyhawks and Dragons, stay with us.
Tomorrow at 7.
Scott Ernie, the quarterback for Barcelona, saw that the 25-second clock, the 35-second time clock, had almost expired, and that's the reason he took the timeout. It's first down and 10. They are in the 4-down area now, the red zone, and Ernie will pass on first down. He's got backside pressure to the 40-yard line and taken down at the 37. So the pressure from Raleigh-Durham came from Rafe Wilkinson, the linebacker, a 10th-round pick from Denver. He's playing with a sprained ankle, but showed pretty good speed in pursuit there.
Scott Ernie, just a 7-step drop, gets a little pressure inside, moves to his right, has a lot of time to throw, shows great quickness, outrunning the defensive lineman to his left. A smart decision maybe not to throw the ball down the field, to force it, get a few yards. He has 2nd and 8 now. Line up again and play ball.
Woods and Taylor, the wideouts. This is Palmer. Nice cut inside. Palmer still on his feet to the 31-yard line. Tackle made by Rafe Wilkinson again. Defensively for the Skyhawks.
Let's go, come on.
Ammons, Burnett, and John Carter up front. Stedman, Woodson, Gatson, and Wilkinson. Now, they told us Woodson would move to outside this game instead of inside, but he does start inside. Samuel, Jackson, and Smith in the secondary. Third down and 2. Palmer. I don't think he got it. He will be close.
He's close. We see the play selection is kind of interesting early here. They decided they want to run the ball, Tim, with their double wing set, 2 wide receivers, give Paul Palmer the ball, let him pick his holes.
Paul Palmer, the leading ball carrier for Barcelona.
4th and 1, they're going for it.
Fourth down and less than 1. Palmer breaks a tackle, bounces to the outside and gets to the 22-yard line. Tripped up by Weeby Burnett.
Skyhawks defense had 10 people on the line of scrimmage. You see Palmer coming to the left side, almost gets tackled on the line of scrimmage, makes a nice cut back to the right, breaking tackle, shows his strength that he has, even for a small guy, being able to break tackles, gets enough for the first down.
Palmer now 20 yards on 5 carries. 2 tight ends, first down and 10, Barcelona. This is Palmer to the outside, gets to the 20, the 15, the 10-yard line.
This is just power football by Barcelona. I guess they feel they can run the ball against the Raleigh-Durham Skyhawks defensive line.
Paul Palmer, 5'9", 184 pounds. He ranks 2nd in the league in total yards. Still holds some records with the Kansas City Chiefs. Paul Palmer was the Heisman Trophy runner-up. You know who won it that year?
No.
Vinny Testaverde.
Vinny? Double wing again.
First down and 10, Dragons. Palmer inside the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Barcelona.
Barcelona just has decided that they're going to play power football and run the ball to the left side. John Carter takes an inside gap, is not able to make the play. Paul Palmer comes outside, good downfield blocking, sees the corner of the end zone, puts his head down and scores a touchdown.
So Paul Palmer puts Barcelona on the board, and Massimo Manca comes in to attempt the extra point. Manca out of Penn State. He splits the sticks, and just like that, Barcelona's up 7-0, and Raleigh-Durham with an 0-2 record. Here's a couple of boos now from the fans here at Carter Finley Stadium. 8:22 remaining, first period, and Paul Palmer with a touchdown has Barcelona on the board.
Let's take a look at the touchdown here by Barcelona. It's just power football. The tight end on the left side hooks the outside linebacker Zeke Gaston. They're coming off the ball. Palmer comes to the left, handoff. It's going to be a touchdown. You see right here, the tight end comes off hook block, power football. Palmer makes a good run. No support on the weak side. Consequently, a touchdown.
Scoring drive, 50 yards, 9 plays, took only 4.5 minutes. Palmer had 44, the 50 yards on the drive. Aguiar now with the kick. This will be Clarence C.A. at the 8. Tries to get to the outside, taken down at the 14-yard line, and there is a flag on the play. Here's Diana Nyad.
This is Diana Nyad in New York. Earlier today in London, 2 undefeated teams, London and Orlando, went at it. London's Stan Gelbaugh unloads 38 yards to Tony Sargent, who skids into the end zone, makes it 14-3 London. London's defense was clicking too. Kerwin Bell, after 9 TDs, the first 2 games, had a tough day today. London wins 35-12.
All right, Diana, thank you very much. Back here at Raleigh-Durham, the penalty is being marched off against Raleigh-Durham. Illegal use of the hands on the return. So the Skyhawks with all kinds of problems early, trailing 7-0 to the Dragons, and now backed up inside the 10-yard line.
They've started with poor field position. First time they had the ball, and also in the second possession.
Straight ahead goes Darryl McGill. Tackle made by Brad Quast.
They split Sean Doctor out into the slot position and run McGill right up the middle. Looked like a quick trap block. Really didn't work good enough for 2 or 3 yards.
That's pretty indicative of the way things have gone. They rank first in points allowed first in sacks, and they've been pressuring Raleigh-Durham here early. 7:40 to go, first period. Tim Brandt, Dan Marino, Mick Luckhurst with you. McAllister to throw, backside pressure, drills it to the outside, and it won't be enough for the first. Sean Doctor with a catch under a lot of pressure. It'll be close to the sticks. Tackle made by Anthony Green.
See the pressure from the outside by Steve Elvord. Comes outside, causes Bobby McAllister to make a throw quicker than he'd like to, but he makes a nice strong throw to the left side to Sean Doctor.
Second down and 1. Raleigh-Durham tries to power straight ahead. Again, it's Darryl McGill.
First down, Raleigh.
McGill, IR for the Washington Redskins, injured reserve. He's the cousin of NFL quarterback Steve Wilson.
The Skyhawks just need to be patient and get a few things going. They decided to be in 4 wide.
Hargrove splits to the wide, the top of the screen. Doctor in motion. It was intended for Sean Doctor and overthrown. Sean Doctor's the leading receiver for Raleigh-Durham. Former developmental guy with the Buffalo Bills.
They brought Sean Doctor in motion, tried to flood the zone. It was similar to the first play that they ran in the game, which they should have completed, but they didn't. McAllister got a little pressure and overthrew the ball.
So it'll be second down, and Raleigh-Durham needs 10. Three-step drop throw to the outside. It got complete. This is Hargrove, and Hargrove has another Skyhawk first down. Eric Naposki, the linebacker, knocks him out, but Hargrove picks up 13.
You look at a simple 3-step drop. McAllister turns, throws to the outside, a hitch pattern. Marvin Hargrove makes a nice move, turning up the sideline, almost broke it for a big play. It's a nice play there, safe play. Barcelona's playing a little bit of zone, playing off, throw to the outside, 5-yard pass might turn into a big play.
McGill, big hole, straight ahead, breaks the tackle and bounces across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Ron Getz with a stop. Let's go downstairs. Here's Mick.
Thanks very much, Tim. I'm here with Paul Palmer. Paul, #1 draft pick in the NFL. Now you're with the World League. How is this?
I'm enjoying myself. Finally, it's been a few years that I've enjoyed myself, and now I'm just out to have fun and feel good about myself all over again.
A lot of people at home be saying, is he coming back to the NFL? Is this a stepping stone? Is this to show he can really do it?
I'll come back if I feel as though I'm going to get the opportunity. That's all I've ever asked for. When I've gotten opportunities, I've done pretty well. So hopefully if I get more opportunities, I'll be back in the NFL, sure.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing you there and keep on doing what you're doing tonight. Back up to you guys.
Thank you.
All right, Mick, I hope he does. He's a quality guy. Boy, Eric Naposki read that pass from the get-go and almost had the INT.
Well, McAllister's throwing maybe a 10-yard out here, and Naposki gets a good drop. Good range by Naposki. Could have made a nice interception here. Almost a great catch and good play by McCoskey.
Third down and 4. First down. This is Hines. And Clarkston Hines out to the 47-yard line. Glenn Cobb made the tackle, but Hines almost broke it.
Hines goes down about 4 yards, and it's a turnout. McAllister, 3-step drop. Nice throw to the outside. Tries to make the cornerback miss and does. Gets enough for the first down.
Hines with the Duke right here in Raleigh-Durham. Straight ahead, McGill bounces and bangs his way up near midfield. You know, a team like the Skyhawks, Dan, you have to believe after the first 2 losses, they just need some success. And this drive has been fairly methodical.
McAllister's doing a good job spreading it around a little bit, throwing the ball to the outside underneath the zone coverage.
McAllister going deep, incomplete on second down. He needed 7.
Bobby, FDR, FDR, FDR.
I don't think he means the president. No, FDR. We'll have to wait and see what FDR is. Bobby McAllister just overthrew the tight end there. It was zone coverage once again. Barcelona likes to play a lot of zone coverage and just react to the ball.
FDR means fire down when ready. Third down and 7. Raleigh-Durham 2 for 3 on third down conversions. Look out. CA's got a blocker to the 40. CA's got speed. A gain of 31.
Big play by Raleigh-Durham. It's an option play to the right. He fakes it. CA comes around on the reverse. He gets the wall blocking, crackback blocks. He uses his speed. Cuts down the sidelines. Green makes an excellent one-on-one tackle. 31-yard gain by the Skyhawks.
First down and 10 Raleigh-Durham. McAllister. Flags fly. He goes deep to the end zone. Incomplete. When a flag is thrown in that area, it normally means holding.
Possibly a holding play on Raleigh-Durham's offensive line. I like that gimmick call right there. It was 3rd and 7.
28.
A little unusual on 3rd down, but it really worked well for Raleigh-Durham. Now they're going to be faced with a 2nd and 20.
We were
first and 20.
Talking about the success they've had on this drive, and now they hurt themselves with a holding penalty.
Well, they're going to put themselves in a tough position to get a first down. McAllister just needs to be patient, not try to get it back all in one play. He has 3 downs to get the first down. Take what they give him.
Holding penalty was called on Sean Doctor. Doctor the lone setback, 3 wide outs, first down and 20. McAllister going deep, and he's open, but is out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Andre Johnson.
McAllister makes a good throw. It's just a little too far. Andre Johnson has to try to get his 2 feet in. Strong arm. McAllister throws it down the middle. The ball is just a little too far. Andre Johnson makes a nice grab. Only gets 1 foot in, but has nice concentration.
He had Charles Fryer beaten. Andre Johnson broke NCAA records in 1989 for average gain per play, 31 yards out of Ferris State. The old record he broke.
Delay a game, Skyhawks. See, that's the one problem that comes in right here. When you have a delay a game like this after a long play down the field, it takes a little while to get your receivers back when you only have a shorter period of time to run the play.
I was going to say the records that Johnson broke, he broke Billy White Shoes Johnson's old records.
You can see why they had to delay a game there. Andre Johnson's running into the end zone. Now he has to run all the way back in the huddle, get on the line, and get to the next play, and sometimes that can be a problem.
Second down and 25. McAllister over the middle, has Doctor to the 25, so he gets some of it back. Still not back to the original line of scrimmage.
Once again, Barcelona plays zone. Sean Doctor just underneath the zone in the little slot there in between the linebackers, makes a nice catch. Gain of about 6-7 yards. McAllister needs just to try to get the first down, or not, try to get the first down, but don't make a mistake. You can't get the first down. At least give your kicker an opportunity to get 3.
They need 15. Should be a flag, pass interference. Intended for Clarkston Hines, and Fryer was beaten and grabbed the jersey.
I believe Fryer just felt like he was going to give up a touchdown, so he'd just reach out and grab the receiver, don't give him an opportunity to catch it for the touch. You see, Hines has him beat to the inside. Fryer just reaches out and grabs Hines. I can see where they call the interference there.
Actually, even before that, he grabbed his jersey and held on.
Fryer can't believe it. Anytime a defensive back gets called for interference, he's always saying that it's not true.
That'll move the ball down to the 1.
Nice drive by Raleigh-Durham.
They better get the play in. They can't do it. McAllister calls time with 10 seconds on the play clock.
They might have only had 10 players on the field.
It's 7-0. Dragons lead 7-0, but the home folks are excited because it is first and goal at the 1 for Raleigh-Durham. This drive started on the 7. The Skyhawks have held the ball 8 minutes. Full house backfield out of the eye. Doctor, McGill, and Birch. Straight ahead, Doctor, touchdown, Raleigh-Durham.
Nice power play to the right side in a short yardage formation. Little power football, an attitude play on the 1-yard line. Isolation, McGill inside on the block. Sean Doctor makes a nice cut inside. Lindstrom's there, can't make the tackle. Touchdown, Skyhawks.
Sean Doctor, 6th-round draft pick of the Buffalo Bills, tight end for 2 years in college at Marshall. First team All-American at Marshall, and after the touchdown, he threw the ball into the stands. Now, will that draw a fine?
We have someone hurt. Well, we have someone hurt here.
It's Kelly John Lewis.
Kelly John Lewis. Yeah, Doctor was so excited, he decided to throw the ball into the stands.
I'm asking you, is that a fine?
I don't know.
How about if you throw one with the Dolphins after you score, you throw it up in the stands? What happens?
Well, I don't score that often, and if I do, I guarantee you I'm going to throw it in the stands.
The old wheels don't have the speed they used to.
No, no.
But the arms still got the fire.
I could sneak it in there every now and then.
What difference does it make with the cannon you have hanging from your shoulder?
Thank you, Tim.
He didn't have a bad cannon himself. 4-time All-Pro, Roman Gabriel. 13 plays, 93 yards. His team ate up 8 minutes and 7 seconds of the clock. The key play. CA, 31 yards on the end around on 3rd down and 7. And he is very interested in Kelly John Lewis because his line is already thinned out. Brad Henke is already out with an injury. I want you to join us Monday night for more World League football as the Birmingham Fire travel to Montreal to meet the Machine. Our coverage begins 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Pacific. Check your local listings for the time in your area. That's the protective knee brace that most of the linemen wear. It is called a Stabler because it was originally designed for Kenny Stabler.
Yeah, actually, I wear one of these braces on my right leg because you never know when you're going to get a guy to fall on the outside of your leg, and you try to get as much protection on your knees as possible. Hopefully, Kelly John Lewis is going to be all right. They're a little short on linemen.
No question about it. It leaves Roderick, Wolf, Gray, Scott, and Myers, and that's it on that offensive line. So with 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Wilson Hoyle will attempt to tie the game. Troy Faunce, the punter, is the holder on this particular play. Good snap, good hold, and it's no good. Off to the left. Boy, if Raleigh-Durham didn't have bad luck, they wouldn't have any luck at all.
They go 91 yards, or 90 yards for a touchdown. Then they don't get the extra point. He just flat out hooks it to the left. Misses it. You really need to count on the extra point.
Hey, Mick, now here you are, 8-year kicker with the Atlanta Falcons, all-time leading scorer. How do you miss an extra point?
That's not easy to do, Tim. It's actually easier to make it than it is to miss it, and it's unfortunate. I think still a little nervous, a lot of these guys down here.
You should know.
Now I'm standing here with a man that knows a little bit about wide receiving, all-pro with the Philadelphia Eagles, isn't that right? This is Mike Quick. Now, he is biting at the bit to try and get on the field. This guy wants to go from the NFL to the World League. I've got to restrain him.
I'm ready. I'm excited about this league. I think it's great. I think this is great for Raleigh-Durham area to have professional football in North Carolina. And the fans are just waiting to see things happen. They're all excited about it. I'm excited about it. I think it's a great thing.
Well, there's a lot of people that would like to know, how are your knees? You're going to be back next year, you think?
I'm working on them still now, and hopefully I'll be back. I'll know for sure within the next month or so if I'm going to play or if I'm going to just say I've had enough.
Great. Let's go back to Tim.
All right, Mick, Wilson Hoyle to kick off. Palmer and Bell are deep for Barcelona. This ball will go out of bounds, so a flag will fly. And he'll bring it back.
He hooks the extra point, and then he hooks the kickoff.
Well, you have to believe after you miss an extra point, your confidence just goes to zilch. And if you question yourself, it's like a golf swing. You lose the rhythm, the tempo.
Yeah, well, if you're hooking it to the left, you're going to be in trouble.
You didn't hook many today. I tell you, the way I play, if I grew tomatoes, they'd come up sliced. 9 seconds still remain in the first quarter. They will mark this ball on the 35, so they bring it all the way up. And Barcelona will have pretty good field position again to start their second series. Now, they started at midfield in their first series and went 50 yards in 9 plays with Palmer scoring the touchdown. It's 7-6 Dragons. Scott Ernie, the quarterback, steps up in the pocket, drills it down the middle. Incomplete. It was intended for Demetrius Davis.
Jesus is there. Keep running.
Let's go down and eavesdrop.
Huddle up, huddle up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Double right. 6 zone directed on 1. Ready? Let's keep running.
That's the end of the first quarter. Raleigh-Durham Skyhawks. Go on, Larry.
As we begin the second 15 minutes here at Carter Finley Stadium on the campus of NC State, it's 7-6 Dragons. Paul Palmer with the touchdown for Barcelona. Sean Doctor scored 1-yard plunge for the Skyhawks. Second down and 10. Scott Ernie, 3-step drop out to the outside, has the completion. Out to the 42-yard line goes Thomas Woods.
Noticed him right here in the second quarter. The Barcelona Dragons really score a lot of points. It is their biggest quarter, and look for them to do well this quarter.
Palmer's touchdown in the first quarter was their first quarter score of the year. Third down and 3. First down. This time Tim Egerton with the catch.
The Skyhawks are playing a little more man coverage. Egerton's coming down. It's a curl route inside. Just tries to drive off Mack. Come back to the ball. Nice catch. Puts it away. Mack comes up to make the tackle.
Tim Egerton, CFL's British Columbia Lions. This one's complete. Outside is Taylor. And Taylor goes down to the 37-yard line. Now, Gene Taylor is normally number 80. But tonight he's wearing number 81 because
let's go, huddle up.
His dream jersey did not come over from Barcelona with the rest of the jerseys.
On 1, ready? Blue 18! Blue 18!
Second and 1. Palmer, right side, has the first down and then some to the 34.
Ernie's doing a real nice job of running the offense. He's throwing the ball well, dropping back, throwing little hitch routes to the outside. Then he gives the ball to Paul Palmer on the double wing formation. Let him pick his hole, get 3-4 yards of pop on the running plays.
Hey, Danny, Raleigh had the ball 10 minutes and 13 seconds in the first quarter. Barcelona only 4.5.
Well, Barcelona only had to go 50 yards. Raleigh-Durham had to go 90.
First down and 10. Ernie's in some trouble. Throws this one out of bounds. There's not a receiver in the area. The fans want intentional grounding, no flag.
That's a smart play by Ernie.
It's Eagle
pressure, moves around and
Eagle
away,
left.
Doesn't get
Eagle
set.
left. 860 Bob Z shallow.
Eagle left. 860 Bob Z shallow. Eagle left.
Let's go Eagle left. 860 Bob Z shallow on quick. Ready?
Dick Curl to Jack Bicknell to Scott Ernie, the quarterback. Second down and 10. Ernie throws to Egerton on the curl pattern at the 20.
Double right, 6 zone directed.
Double right, 6 zone directed.
Let's go, double, double, double. Double. Let's go, hurry up.
Watch yourself.
Double right, 6 zone directed. I'm on, ready?
A gain of 13. It'll be first down. You're seeing the communication from Dick Curl, the offensive coordinator, to Jack Bicknell, to the quarterback, Scott Ernie. This is Palmer, left side, to the 15. Explodes to the 10, the 5. And they'll mark it just outside the goal line, inside the 1, a gain of 19. Look at Palmer. He thinks he had the touchdown.
Yeah. He thinks he scored. It's another power play to the left side. Barcelona must feel that they could run the ball on Raleigh-Durham's left side of their defensive line. Paul Palmer just spreads it to the left, makes a good cut back up inside, clears his feet, and, well, the ball didn't look like it crossed the plane.
Full house. Carr, Palmer, and Bell. Straight ahead, Lydell Carr, touchdown, Barcelona.
Well, we're seeing some great offensive football so far here tonight, Tim. Nice controlled drives, running the ball, passing the ball, being very patient. Carr in for the 1-yard touchdown.
That's Carr's first carry of the night. 1 carry, 1 touchdown. Paul Palmer, 8 carries, 65 yards.
Right here, it's just a straight dive play by Carr. It's something that he was very famous for at Oklahoma when he was a Sooner. When he was a fullback in that wishbone, when he was close to the end zone, he scored on that 1-yard run.
Massimo Ranco on for the extra point. His kick is up and true. And so with 11:32 remaining first half, the Dragons lead the Skyhawks 14-6. 9 plays, 65 yards. Barcelona leads the Skyhawks 14-6. Tim Brandt, Dan Marino. I'll tell you this, the Dragons are just moving methodically at will.
They're doing a great job of running the football. I think they've decided they could run it on the left side of the Raleigh-Durham defensive line, and they're just doing a great job. Paul Palmer picking his spots and just moving the ball down the field.
A look at big Claude Humphrey, long-time NFLer. Ended up playing in Atlanta with Mick Luckhurst. Aguiar kicks off deep, and this will be Clarence CA at the 4. CA out to the 20-yard line, and believe it or not, this will be the best field position starting a drive for Raleigh-Durham. Let's go back to New York. Here's Diana.
Thanks, Tim. Just 1 minute after opening kickoff, Frankfurt's Mike Perez fires a 4-yard touchdown pass into the hands of Cedric Gordon. Frankfurt takes the early lead 7-0 at Giant Stadium. Let's go back to Tim Brandt.
All right, so Frankfurt on the board, and how about the European division? They've been dominating so far.
Yeah, they're playing the best football in this World League so far, and we're seeing a little bit of that tonight, too.
7 wins already out of that. Here comes Bryn Lowry. Correction, that's McGill, and McGill out across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Darryl McGill playing in front of the home folks here in North Carolina, tripped up by Eric Naposki, a gain of 12.
Here's a look coming right at you to the left side. It's just some straight blocking. Picks a nice hole to the outside. The linebacker gets caught up inside. Here he comes up into the secondary. Good run by McGill. The play was very similar to what Barcelona's running with Paul Palmer.
First down, Skyhawks. Quick out pattern has the completion. This is Hines. Hines has another first down and is finally knocked out at the 48 by Charles Fryer. Gain of 15.
Well, I really like the way Raleigh-Durham is throwing the ball. There's a little zone pass right here just in front of the corner. He makes a nice move. Clarkston Hines up the sidelines. The Barcelona corners are playing off, so McAllister's taking what they're giving him, throwing the short outs, and it's really working well for him.
McAllister overthrows Doctor, and the catch is made by Hargrove.
Hargrove runs a 10-yard out here. McAllister takes a 5-step drop, throws the out, nice strong pass, another completion.
How about this? Hargrove, his first catch in high school, college, and the NFL were all good for touchdowns. It'll be second down and call it 1. This is McGill, breaks a tackle and drives down to the 36-yard line, finally tackled by Eric Naposki.
Skyhawks are mixing it up well offensively, throwing the little patterns to the outside when they're getting the zone coverage, then letting McGill run out of that one-back set. He's doing a good job now.
McAllister with time goes deep, incomplete. He was thrown in the direction of Hargrove. Clarkston Hines was deep as well.
They didn't cover the dock. They didn't cover the dock.
All right, they didn't cover the dock. He's talking about Sean Doctor.
There was a blitz on there. It was man coverage. Straight across the board, man coverage, and I believe someone blew their assignment on Sean Doctor. Did not cover.
It'll be 2nd down and 10.
I think they're coming again with the strong safety blitz to the right side.
Oh. There is no in the grass rule. So that pass will bring it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, McAllister really needs to either take the sack there. Don't throw the ball, just throw it up down the middle, because that's going to cause a turnover, an interception.
But he got away with it, saved himself about 8 yards.
He did get away with it, but that can backfire on you.
McAllister now 7 for 14, 70 yards. This is 3rd down, they need 10. Drills it to Hargrove, and broken up nicely by Anthony Green, number 21. Now Green was a teammate of McGill's in high school.
McAllister throws the ball on the line. Curl pattern inside. Hargrove needs to make that catch. Anthony Green comes up, gets a hand on it, but if Hargrove makes that catch, he has clear ceiling to the end zone.
It'll bring up 4th down, they need 10. So Troy Faunce comes on to punt. And the 35-second play clock expires. That won't hurt him. That'll move back and give Faunce some room to punt.
The Skyhawks are throwing the little short outs and the hitch patterns in front of the Barcelona corners. Maybe the next time they get the ball, they need to go deep, go down the field.
You know what, Danny? That's the first delay of game penalty that we've seen in the 3 games that we've done, which surprises me with a 35-second play clock.
Well, I think the communication with the coach through the helmet helps an awful lot.
With this field position, watch for the fake. Troy Faunce is the punter, and Tim Egerton is deep for Barcelona. Faunce will punt. He'll try to pooch it inside the 10. This one may be a little bit too far. It is. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. So they'll bring it out to the 20. 8 minutes and 2 seconds remain. First half. Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh-Durham. The Dragons lead the Skyhawks 14-6.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, the logos of Barcelona is self-explanatory. It's a dragon. The London Monarchs, well, it's a crown on their helmet. But what is this? Well, it's a triangle, and it represents Raleigh-Durham, and right here it's Chapel Hill. And you've got a couple of jets, and those white bits are jet streams, and that's them jetting into the future. Hopefully things are going to improve a little bit, otherwise those things are going to be in reverse. Back up to you guys.
Of course, the Wright brothers, Mick, from North Carolina, right down the road at Kitty Hawk. First down and 10, and this is incomplete. Now Barcelona, Danny, on offense, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. They went 50 yards and 65 yards.
They're doing a heck of a job running their offense.
Let's go.
Scott Ernie
Let's go. Move to double
calling the plays at the line, doing a good job.
5 tray, naked slam. Good fake.
5 tray. Look for the left guard and the right tackle to pull on the stutter play with Paul Palmer running in the 5 hole to the left.
There he is. It's the play action fake, incomplete.
Tim, I missed the play action. I thought it was going to be a running play to the left. Ernie boots out to the right, incomplete pass.
It was intended for Mike Hinnant.
You see the stutter fake. He's rolling out, has time to throw the ball. Hinnant needs to make that catch. In his hands, good defensive play though.
Well, you know, you were right about the tray, the counter tray, but they also called the naked. There he is now on 3rd down and 10. Ernie gets out of there, but he'll be short of the first down, and Raleigh-Durham stops the Dragons for the first time this evening.
Scott Ernie is showing excellent presence in the pocket. He's able to step up here, he gets pressure, even though he didn't find anyone downfield. He tried to move around, didn't find no one downfield, couldn't get the first down, but showed nice presence in the pocket.
See, Scott says, I tried to wait for you, but I couldn't. McGuire comes on to punt. It is a low, spiraling punt that turns over. This is Andre Johnson. To the 28-yard line, and that's where Raleigh-Durham will have it. A 52-yard punt, 8-yard return, and the tackle was made by Alex Morris.
Boomers in the booth as the Birmingham Fire battle it out with the Montreal Machine. World League Football on USA. Monday at 8 Eastern.
6 minutes, 25 seconds remain in the first half from Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh-Durham. Barcelona 14, Raleigh-Durham 6. Paul Palmer, Lydell Carr have scored for Barcelona. And Sean Doctor for the Skyhawks. First down and 10. Raleigh-Durham with the football. Bobby McAllister, the quarterback. Pumps, has a man wide open, Hargrove, and he's overthrown. Palmer, 65 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. McAllister, 7 for 15, 70 yards. And Wilson Hoyle missed the extra point. It is 14-6 with 6:08 remaining first half.
I really like the last play. Bobby McAllister, who's been hitting the ball underneath, throwing some short patterns to the outside, pumps it, lets Hargrove try to beat Green deep. He was open, he just overthrew him.
Green bid on the pump. Second down and 10. Play action, going deep. Almost pulled down by Clarence C.A. He had it, and it was knocked loose at the very last second by Glenn Cobb.
Raleigh-Durham's deciding to throw the ball deep down the field. You get a little play action pass inside, nice play action, trying to draw the safety up, trying to throw to Clarence C.A. in the seam. King comes over, gets a hand on the ball, and a good hit on C.A.
Third down and 10. McAllister and Lowry drops it. That's the second pass that Lowry's dropped. That one hit the breastplate of his shoulder pads. He let it get too close to his body. Again, it was Anthony Green.
Yeah, they played zone coverage right there when it was 3rd and 10, and just let him try to catch it underneath, come up and make the play.
This is Fonce's 3rd punt of the night. You see his 38-yard average. Tim Egerton is deep for Barcelona. Oh, the pressure was coming. Fonce gets out a high, wobbly punt. It'll be fair. The fair catch is called for. There is a flag. It's a 35-yard punt. But it looked like Brian McFadder interfered with the reception.
He got a little too close. You have to give the punt returner room to fair catch. Little too close there, and that consequently gets the penalty.
Fair catch interference against the kicking team. First down.
So it's fair catch interference against Raleigh-Durham. That's the 4th penalty of the night. Incidental contact. Watch this, Danny. Whoops.
He's trying to get out of the way. He just got a little too close to him. So he has to give him room right here. He's just getting a little too close.
That's Greg Boysaw out of Illinois. Number 23, the guilty party. First down and 10, Barcelona. The lone setback, Paul Palmer.
Blue 27. Blue 27.
Scott Ernie, play action, going deep. It's Taylor, and he can't get there. He wanted the interference call. There is no flag. Right now, let's take you back to New York. That means Diana Naya. Diana?
Thanks, Tim. Following a blocked punt, Mike Perez hits his 2nd TD pass of the game. Chad Fortune takes possession just long enough for the score. Frankfurt's got a hot first quarter going. A 14-zip over New York, New Jersey. Let's go back to Tim Brand.
2nd down and 10. Dragons. Palmer straight ahead. Big hole to the 41-yard line. And well, I want to tell you, Barry Voorhees, the right guard, lost his helmet
Double
He
right,
had his head knocked off.
960 flat. Double right, 960 flat. Double right.
Let's go. Double right, 960 flat on one. Ready?
Double right, obviously, is double wing formation, one back set with Paul Palmer.
Blue 28. Blue 28. Hit it.
Third down, they need 4. Into the flats, overthrown. It was intended for Davis. Good coverage by Rafe Wilkinson, big number 98.
Raleigh-Durham secondary is being a little more aggressive. They're playing some more man coverage. The last few times it's been third down, they've challenged and played man coverage. And right here, resulted in an incomplete pass. They're going to get the ball back.
Set your hips on step and throw.
We are to punt. Andre Johnson is deep. Oh, it is a high punt that will hit at the 6 and be downed at the 4.
97 yards. Let's go. 97.
Hang time, 4.8 seconds. A 37-yard punt, no return. And again, Raleigh-Durham is backed up. 3:16 to go, first half. Another reminder, be sure to join us this Thursday and Friday for one of golf's most prestigious events. It is the Masters, and there is nothing like it. First and second round coverage begins live 4 o'clock Eastern, again at 9 o'clock Eastern, right here on USA. Do not miss it. The Masters in Augusta. 3 minutes, 16 seconds remain. First down and 10. And John Birch for Raleigh has nowhere to run. Tackle made by Naposki and Cobb.
It's the second time Raleigh-Durham has come out in the 2-back set. Run a little dive play to the right. It didn't work very well. Raleigh-Durham has not had great field position in this first half. They've been struggling so far with their field position. They need to get something going here before the half, maybe get some points. Plenty of time with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left.
Second down and 12. They have to bang straight ahead. Can't take any chances down this deep. Bruce Clark with the tackle on Sean Doctor. What a story Bruce Clark is. Maybe a little bit shaken up right now, Bruce Clark. Played for Toronto in the CFL. Played for the Saints from 1982 to 1988. 1984 Pro Bowl.
Well, Bruce Clark is your left tackle. He just comes right down inside on a slant, makes a big hit on Sean Doctor. Gets hurt, gets a little shaken up because I think he caught him too clean.
Played for the Kansas City Chiefs in '89 and wants to prove
he might have got the wind knocked out of him a little bit. His helmet was hit right into the side of his ribs.
Had a talk with him yesterday. He says, I want to prove Jim Finks wrong. He told me I couldn't play in the National Football League anymore. He said I can still play. So after 11 years in the professional football, he comes back now to the World League.
He's been a great player for a lot of years in the NFL.
How about Frankfurt leading New York, New Jersey 17-3. Mouse Davis must be going crazy with that New York, New Jersey club running the run and shoot. And London this afternoon won big over Orlando, which surprises me that the score was so lopsided because Orlando with Kerwin Bell so explosive. A look at Jerry Reese, who comes in to replace Bruce Clark. Jerry Reese, 6'1", 269-pounder out of Kentucky. And there's Bruce Clark, still obviously in some pain.
He just caught Sean Doctor's helmet up underneath the shoulder pads and knocked the wind out of him a little bit.
If you wonder about the talent in this league, Bruce Clark, the Lombardi Award winner, as the nation's best lineman out of Penn State. He's on the left side of that defensive line when he's healthy. And in the middle is Mike Ruth, the Outland Trophy winner out of Boston College. That's some talent.
Well, we talked earlier that the defensive line of the Barcelona Dragons, they've all had NFL experience and played in games. Bruce Clark obviously has played 8 years. Ruth's played a few years in the NFL. Alvoy's played for the Redskins and the St. Louis Cardinals.
Third down and 12, Dan, on the 2. McAllister. Better be careful back there. Throws incomplete. It was intended for CA. And he just ran out of territory.
Well, McAllister had him open, threw the ball into the sidelines, did not give Say a chance to catch it. He would have got the first down.
We have the 2-minute warning. The Dragons lead the Skyhawks 14-6. We'll be back. They are enjoying themselves here in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. I mean, tonight it is sensational. 72 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, and we're having fun watching football. You know, Dan, with 2 minutes remaining in the half, McAllister seems to have lost his touch for Raleigh-Durham. 7 of 19 passing. He's missed his last 7.
Well, they've tried to go down the field a little bit, and he's been throwing the ball deep, trying to get the big play, and that's probably why he's been a little inconsistent. He has not hit the big play.
Troy Faunce backed all the way up to the back line of the end zone. Gets off a low liner. This is Egerton. Gets a block. Egerton to the 30. To the 27-yard line and tripped up. A 38-yard punt, 14-yard return. And Barcelona, again, has good field position. Let's go downstairs. Here's Mick.
Thanks, Tim. Well, for all of you people that have been watching some of these games, you'd have heard about Operation Discovery and some of the foreign players here. Well, I've done the almost impossible. I found one of them that speaks English. Sort of, anyway. He's an Aussie, and it's a limey to an Aussie. How are you enjoying it?
Good, like yourself. Really good.
Is this a dream come true?
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't wish for anything more. Coming over to America and learning their game, it's incredible. I'm having a great time, learning a lot, but it's really hard work, but I'm just thankful for the chance.
Well, you're going to get the chance. And Danny, I knew this guy was a sick puppy because he had you down as one of the 2 people he'd most like to meet.
Thanks, Mick.
That's the way I feel, Mick. Dan's my hero here.
Okay, Tim, I appreciate that. Well, you missed a nice little run by Paul Palmer. I'm going to change the subject.
You're my horse if you never win another race.
Okay.
1 minute, 42 seconds remaining in the half. 12-yard pickup by Palmer. First down and 10. Palmer again. Nice cut to the inside. And Palmer's down to the 9. Steve Glasson trips him up. Let's listen in.
Come on, let's go. Huddle up. Let's go. Huddle up. Let's go. Double right. 5 zone directed. I'm on. Ready?
5 zone direct. It might be another running play to the left side in the 5 hole with Paul Palmer. Zone blocking. That's what zone means.
Palmer with 11 carries, 88 yards, takes this one to the outside. He'll be close to the first down marker.
Well,
knocked out of bounds by Mack.
Coach McNell's being very patient right here. Running the ball, has plenty of time with 1:09 left before halftime. They're doing a great job of running the ball, double wing formation, just letting Palmer pick his holes. He's being very patient, letting his linemen do the work.
How about that? Paul Palmer's outrushed the Skyhawks.
He's getting a lot of room to run. We have a little holding penalty here, though. It's going to push him back some. He's 2nd and 14.
I want to tell you about Paul Palmer. Churchill High School, Potomac, Maryland. In high school, he was playing football. He was being raised by his grandmother, and she didn't want him to play. So he had to leave his equipment at a friend's house every night on the way home from practice and tell her he was just studying after school. This is Ernie. Ernie gets a great block to the outside, turns it up to the 13-yard line. But Jeff Mickle with a great block to set him free.
Zoom to Beaver right.
Let's go.
890 goal line.
Beaver right, 890 goal line. I'm on. Ready?
Egerton and Taylor go to the top of the screen. 3rd down and 7. They're looking for Taylor. In the corner, incomplete. Great coverage by the strong safety, Ray Jackson.
They put Taylor in motion. He was in a tight end slot position in motion, had a little mismatch when he's covered by Ray Jackson, but Ray Jackson comes up with a nice play. Turns, locates the ball, knocks it out in the hands of Taylor. Ernie maybe feels like he could have made a nice throw there to get a touchdown. They have to go for the field goal now.
Massimo Manca from 30 yards out to extend the lead. It's up, and it's good. So with 23 seconds now remaining in the first half, the Dragons 17, The Skyhawks 6.
We've had a nice football game so far, Tim. Consistent offensive play. I'm really impressed with Scott Ernie. He's doing a good job of running this offense, handing the ball off to Paul Palmer, a little straight blocking, then he's using a bootleg, going one way or the other, throwing the ball well, and he has good presence on the field. I like his play so far.
A reminder to join us Monday night for more World League football as the Birmingham Fire travel to Montreal to meet the Machine. Our coverage begins at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. And be with us next Saturday for more World League action as New York, New Jersey Knights take on the Machine of Montreal. Or you'll see Frankfurt battle the Surge in Sacramento. Coverage begins 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Pacific. Check your local listing for the time and game in your area. The party goes on, and coming up at halftime, Reebok halftime report with Diana Nyad. Roman Gabriel comes home. And we'll have the first half highlights for you, and then we'll take you around the World League. This is a low kick taken by Andre Johnson. Johnson has good speed, but nice tackle made at the 29-yard line by Charles Fryer, Irving Fryer's cousin.
With 17 seconds left, you have a couple options. McAllister try to throw the ball down the field in the 20-25 yard range, call timeout, get it out of bounds, maybe try to throw it up in the end zone for a Hail Mary play, possibly a touchdown.
McAllister throws underneath and bounces it to Brent Lowry. Incomplete.
That's 8 in a row. It's incomplete. And that was just a poor throw by McAllister. He had time to throw. Lowry standing there underneath the zone. Throws it in the dirt. He just didn't take time to make a good throw there.
13 seconds remain. McAllister to Lowry, same play to the 35. Clock continues to move. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. They try to call a timeout, but that'll do it.
Raleigh-Durham didn't have any more timeouts left.
Well, they call timeout, but the clock says there is no time left in the half. Now they're going to put 2 seconds back on the clock, so the zeros on the scoreboard will be changed. They put 2 seconds back up, and Raleigh-Durham now has one last shot.
Well, McAllister has become a little inconsistent throwing the football. He just needs to go in at halftime and collect his thoughts and get his confidence back a little bit. He's going to have a good second half for them to get back in this ball game.
No question about it. Bobby McAllister came into this game 17 for 39, 289 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He had been sacked twice. Tonight he's 8 for 21 and 76 yards.
We talked earlier that he has great ability to move around in the pocket, run the ball down the field, or move, scramble, make a big play throwing the football. He hasn't really done that much tonight. On the other hand, Ernie has done it. He's moved around, used the bootleg, ran the ball down the field. He's moving his offense well. Doing a good job, Scott Ernie.
He's got 3rd down and 4 here, which is a moot point. 2 seconds remain in the half.
Throw it down the field. Hopefully you'll get an interference call.
Inside handoff to Sean Doctor. And that'll end the half. Tackle made by Ron Getz. As you look at Jack Bicknell, will take the Dragons behind closed doors. Raleigh-Durham will do the same and try to regroup. So the score at the end of the half, Barcelona 17, Raleigh-Durham Skyhawks 6. Stay with us.
The World League on USA is brought to you by the revolutionary Gillette Sensor Shaving System for the best shave a man can get, and by Allstate for home, auto, life, and business insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Before we kick off the second half, let's visit with Mick and Roman Gabriel.
Thanks very much, Tim. I'm here with Roman Gabriel. Coach, what did you say to the guys at halftime?
Mick, we just told them to go out and continue to play hard and execute because we've stopped ourselves, and not a whole lot. They've got a heck of a football team, but we think we can come back in the second half and win the game.
Go out there and do it, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
I was in there with them, Tim, and it seemed like Coach Gabriel was saying that when they're moving the ball, they've got 2 wideouts, and they're coming with a blitz. He's telling the O-line to cover that blitz, and they can move the ball. So he feels confident they can put points on the board. Back up to you guys.
All right, Mick, the Barcelona play selection, you're talking about the blitz. They had 12 passes, 16 rushes. So they ran the ball more than they passed. It's been pretty balanced thus far. They lead 17-6.
Well, they're doing an excellent job, like we talked about earlier, in that double wing formation, running the ball left, giving Paul Palmer a chance just to pick his spots. He's doing an excellent job of running the football.
Wilson Hoyle to kick off for Raleigh-Durham. Paul Palmer and Jimmy Bell are deep for the Dragons. All set to begin the second half. This will be Paul Palmer at the 6. He's got speed to the 29-yard line, stretches out to the 30, and that's where Barcelona will take over. Joe Merton with the tackle. Take a look at the halftime statistics.
Well, it's pretty even on first downs, as you see. Yeah, the time of possession, Raleigh-Durham has it 17 minutes to 13 minutes for Barcelona, but the score does not indicate the time of possession, which is interesting.
Always been a misleading stat, especially if you can score quickly. This is Palmer, big hole right side, out to the 37-yard line. Paul Palmer.
They have Paul Palmer just getting the ball again, going into the right side for a nice little gain.
Those numbers right there pretty much back up the statistics we just told you about in the first half. Barcelona's been consistent.
Well, they feel they could run the ball, and that's what they're going to do.
Second down and 3. Palmer has the first down and more to the 45-yard line, and taken down by a whole host of Raleigh-Durham Skyhawks led by Ray Jackson. Let's listen in.
Ezekiel Jackson on the tackle.
Come on, ready?
First and 10.
The double wing formation once again.
Blue 38! Blue 38! Hit!
Palmer now 108 yards on 14 carries.
Well, if Barcelona just keeps coming off the ball this way, they're going to be able to control it and go right down the field running the football.
Let's go.
Let's listen to Ernie.
Double right, 4 zone directed. I'm on, ready?
This is double wing right. Zone blocking to the right in the 4 hole with Palmer going to the right side here.
Red 38! Red 38! Hit!
Second down and 6. You called it. Palmer through the 4 hole, maybe taking it out a little bit wider to the 6 hole.
Double right, 4 zone directed.
Same play.
Hey, here we go, huddle up. Let's go. Let's go, let's bust one of these. Let's go double right, 4 zone directed. I'm on, ready?
How about that? Let's bust one of these. Now the holes.
Well, they're just coming off the ball, and they're getting 4 or 5 yards of crack, and it's going pretty easy for Barcelona running the ball right now.
3, 5, hit!
Third down, they need 2. And Palmer's not going to get there. Ezekiel Gadsden with a great tackle. He had the penetration coming off the right side.
Right there was 3rd and 1, and they called zone blocking to the right side 4. He changed it to the line. He said green 5, which is the same play coming back to the left side. Gadsden comes in, unblocked, makes a nice play, stopping him before he gets the first down.
Aguiar will be punting from his own 40. And Andre Johnson at the 10 calls for the fair catch and lets it hit and go through for the touchback. So a wise decision. Never field the ball inside the 10. They'll bring it out to the 20. So with 11:58 remaining third period, the score remains the same. 17-6 Dragons. Tim Brandt, Dan Marino, Mick Luckhurst with you. We talked about field possession. You can see Skyhawks have had poor field position to start the drives all night long. And they haven't been that productive, trailing 17-6. First down and 10. This is Clarkston Hines. Ball's loose. No signal yet. Barcelona says they've got it. And they do.
Bad break for Raleigh-Durham. I like the call. It was a nice call on first down to try to get something started, give a little confidence to Bobby McAllister. He throws the little hitch pattern outside to Clarkston Hines. He's trying to make something happen for a big gain. Cobb comes up, gets his helmet right on the ball, causes the ball to come out for a fumble.
And Mike Ruth, the nose tackle, recovered for Barcelona.
Bad break for the Skyhawks, giving Barcelona excellent field position.
First down at the 25. Palmer spins in the hole and is dropped by Ray Jackson, the strong safety.
Once again, Barcelona just trying to run the ball. Left side, Paul Palmer. Raleigh-Durham needs to get 8 guys up on the line of scrimmage to get a little support, some help with the strong safety on run support.
It's imperative for Raleigh-Durham to stay in this ball game that the defense really come to the party here. Second down and 9 at the 24. Ernie going deep, incomplete, intended for Taylor and broken up by Pat McGuirk.
Almost an outstanding catch by Taylor. I don't know if you noticed it, but the weak safety, Smith, blitzes from the weak side. He gets picked up. He sees the man coverage on the outside to Taylor. Ball just a little bit overthrown. Almost a perfect pass. Would have been a nice catch by Taylor with McQuirk in good coverage.
Taylor's the leading receiver. 4 receptions last week against Montreal. Third down and 9. Ernie throws complete to the 12-yard line to Demetrius Davis.
Pass complete to Tim Edgerton for the first down.
I mean, a nice throw under pressure.
12-yard line.
Let's go, huddle up. Let's go.
See right here, Ernie dropping back, 5-step drop on a curl pattern. John Carter gets a hit on him. Nice throw under pressure. Ernie showing a lot of courage, staying in there to make the throw, staying in there, take the hit.
First down and 10. Palmer dropped quickly by David Ammons. Out of South Carolina State.
Well, every now and then you're going to get to shoot a gap. Ammons comes inside, nice play. Gets Paul Palmer for a loss.
Defensive coordinator Oric Dixon calls him the Secretary of Defense, first team Division I AA All-American. Loss of 4, second and 14. Scott Ernie in trouble and throws it away very wisely.
Smart play. Ray Jackson was on a blitz there, causing Scott Ernie to move to his right and throw the ball out of bounds.
Here's Jack Bicknell.
Eagle left, 860 Bob, a snag.
Let's go Eagle left, 860 Bob, a snag. On 1, ready?
Well, obviously this sounds like a drop back pass.
Obviously to you, maybe.
Blue 27.
Well, okay. Let's see.
27.
Third and 14 from the 17-yard line. Scott Ernie throws high and overthrown.
Raleigh-Durham on a strong safety blitz, putting a lot of pressure on their corners on the outside to cover one-on-one.
Good look at Pat McGuirk, number 26, had the coverage on that play. His brother Thomas is an All-American track star at Cal Poly.
Well, Ernie had Egerton going inside for the touchdown, just overthrew it.
So Massimo Manca comes on for a 35-yard field goal attempt. Good snap. And Manca drills it. 8:45 remaining in the third quarter. And the Dragons extend their lead to 20-6.
On the last third down, you see right here, Barcelona has 3 receivers to the left, leaving one-on-one coverage out here. And Scott Ernie drops back, sees the one-on-one coverage, notices it's a blitz, makes the throw. It's just a little high, and you see the one-on-one coverage up top. Catches good protection with the blitz, needs to step up and make that throw. It's just a little high, out of the reach of his receiver.
8:45 remaining, third quarter, 20-6 Dragons. Andre Johnson and Marvin Hargrove are waiting this kick. It'll go out of bounds. The flag will fly. And they'll bring it up and set the attack. So by going out of bounds, they'll move it up to the 35-yard line, and Raleigh-Durham will have pretty good field position to start this series.
Under the circumstances, Raleigh-Durham has to be pretty happy with the fact that they turned the ball over the first time they had the ball. Barcelona did not score a touchdown, only a field goal. Raleigh-Durham is still in this game. They need to have a nice drive.
After a quick start, McAllister has struggled. First down and 10, Skyhawks. This is Darryl McGill, left side, gains 4.
Raleigh-Durham is spreading out 4 guys wide, and in this particular play, and just trying to run it up the middle.
This will sell some tickets. You bring the home folks back. A couple of the heroes from North Carolina Central, Duke, Wake Forest, and Carolina. Bring them back to Raleigh-Durham to play. McAllister throws. Hines has it. Midfield, breaks a tackle. And into Barcelona territory. They'll mark it at the 46. The tackle made by Alex Morris. Gain of 14.
The hitch play to the outside is there all night. McAllister just needs to take advantage of it more. It was the same play the last series. The Clarkston Hines fumbled and turned the ball over.
On first down, McAllister is sacked from behind by big number 61, Steve Alford. Alford, the all Pac-10 defensive end out of Washington.
McAllister just drops back here, does not feel the pressure to the left side. Kelly John Lewis just gets beat around the horn. Needs to try to make that block, run by McAllister, giving him time to throw.
A loss of 9. It'll be 2nd and 19. Again, McAllister in trouble. Escapes this time. Tucks it away and gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Again, Steve Alford makes the hit.
Go with your quick screen. Go with your quick screen to the right side.
Quick screen to the right side for Raleigh-Durham's offense. I'm not so sure about this call when it's 3rd and 10.
Why?
I'm going to try to run someone down the field, maybe get a high-low stretch on somebody.
McAllister again chased out of the pocket. Throws this ball away, incomplete, no flag.
McAllister takes a big hit. The reason why I don't like the quick screen so much is if they do play man coverage, a linebacker is locked one-on-one on your screen guy, the back. And as you see here, there is a blitz. Looking for the quick screen. The back really does not get out, causing McAllister to run to his right. Cobb gets a big hit on McAllister.
Hopper checked him out of there as well. See him make the dive there. He had a big series.
He comes down on his shoulder.
Egerton will fair catch this at the 10-yard line. And it should be a flag.
Marvin Hargrove has to be more alert. He's standing right in front of the punt returner, he can see him waving for the fair catch.
A 37-yard punt, no return, but they'll tag on the penalty for interference with the reception. That's a mental mistake that should not be made.
See, right there, he's declaring for a fair catch. Possibly Marvin Hargrove does not see him waving for the fair catch, and he tries to make the tackle. It's a mistake.
The play is legal. There's no foul on the play.
Hargrove.
Timeout, television.
Well, they pick up the flag. They say the play is legal. No interference. So with timeout on the field, 6:15 remain, 3rd period.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the game. I'm here with John Ralston. During the 70s, he had the Orange Crusher from Denver, and he built that team. And now he's building again with what we call Operation Discovery. Tell us what that is, John.
Well, if we're going to globalize American football, we should have international players participating. This was a brainchild of Jerry Vanisi and backed up by Tex Schramm in the early days. And we wanted to put 40 international players, 4 with each team. And quite frankly, Mick, I'm quite proud of the efforts that they're contributing.
Did you ever think that you were going to see Russians, Englishmen, Spaniards, Frenchmen running around on an American football field, the gridiron?
Well, I was in all of those countries, and it was a lot of fun to select the players.
So you're excited about this whole operation, I know.
I think this is working out very well, and we'll see the day when the German team is made up of all German players.
And the English will beat them again, Danny boy.
Okay, Mick.
Green 5! Green 5! Hit!
So the pass to Hinnant, and then Paul Palmer with the short run has the first down. 5:30 remaining third period. It's 20-6 Dragons. Tim Brandt, Dan Marino, and Mick Luckhurst with you.
Well, Barcelona's just going with the double tight end offense again and letting Paul Palmer pick his spots running the football. They bring Lydell Carr in the game right here to spell Paul Palmer a little bit.
Scott Ernie drifts out of the pocket, throws underneath. There is a flag down. Demetrius Davis struggles ahead to the 26-yard line. We have to tell Mick that all the Soviets are not from Russia. We've got some from Latvia,
Holding offense,
all over
number
the Soviet
66.
Union. Flags on the field, flags in the stands, Flag Day in Raleigh-Durham. And isn't that the truth? What a great job. And Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and they're all coming back. They continue to come back all over the country. More troops arrived here in North Carolina from Saudi Arabia.
And we can't afford to stop ourselves. Let's go. Let's go double right, 5-zone direct.
Third penalty for Barcelona. It's first down and 20.
Well, on 1st and 20, double wing, 5-zone directive is another running play to the left side with Palmer straight blocking.
There's the left side. Here's Palmer. Good pressure on the corner. Oh, Gerald Mack came up in good run support. Closed in on Palmer. And he'll lose some yardage.
Well, Zeke Gaston also made a nice play. They've been running in his direction most of the night. He's been having a little problem with the tight end on that side, Demetrius Davis, but this time he makes a nice play, forcing Palmer wide, stretching the play out. Obviously, he only gets 1 or 2 yards.
Second down and 24. Scott Ernie has problems. Gets out, drills the pass, and it's complete to Thomas Woods.
It might be an incompletion or a fumble.
I think the ball was on the ground. It depends whether...
Might have been a catch and a fumble.
He was down or not. Still no signal. Now there it is, and Raleigh-Durham has the football. Oh, what a break that is for the Skyhawks.
Big time break for the Skyhawks. They needed something good to happen to them defensively, and this is the turnover that may cause them to get back into the ball game. Scott Ernie throwing right here into the seam. Yes, it looks like a fumble. He had possession maybe for 1 step. Then the ball's loose on the ground.
No question about it. They were concerned whether his knee hit right there. It didn't. And the ball's loose. And the turnover. Now there is no instant replay in the World League.
Sure, this is definitely a close call right there, but I think the officials just feel it's a judgment call and that they're making the right call. Thomas Woods, after catching it, loses his concentration a little bit, looking for a place to run. Obviously fumbles the ball.
Jack Bicknell obviously not happy for Barcelona.
I'm sure he didn't like that call too much.
McGill to the 15-yard line. It'll be second down and 5.
Well, Raleigh-Durham, the offense gets an excellent opportunity here. They need to take advantage of it with a touchdown to get back into this ball game.
McGill now 45 yards, 9 carries. It'll be second down and mark it at 4, a long 4. 20-6 Dragons if you're just joining us. But Raleigh-Durham now threatening after the turnover. McAllister. Better get out of there. Ball's loose. And Raleigh-Durham gets it back. Eric Naposki was the man who came through and knocked the ball loose from McAllister, and Daryl McGill got it back, but not until Raleigh-Durham takes a big loss.
Well, that's a tough break for Raleigh-Durham. They're in good position here to at least get some points on the board. Lipowski beats the back. One-on-one blocking. Gill does not do a good job of blocking at all. McAllister fumbles the ball. Luckily, McGill comes back up, is alert enough to get over to recover the fumble.
Out of Yukon and Stores, Connecticut, a loss of 18. It's third down now and 22.
And now they get delay a game, which will push them back another 5 yards.
That'll drive that man nuts.
Stay with it.
Well, Bobby McAllister needs to take control a little more. Especially, you have to keep your eye on that 25-second clock. To understand how much time you have. If you need to get that play off, you have to do it.
That's the 6th penalty. It makes it third down and 27. McAllister has all kinds of room. He better tuck it away. Gets to the 20, gets a block. All the way down to the 15-yard line, and he's knocked out of bounds by Anthony Green.
Well, Bobby McAllister using his athletic ability. There's nowhere to throw the ball. He takes off up the middle. You see he gets pressure from the outside, looking for a receiver, decides to run. Makes a nice cut outside to the left, catches a crack back block by Hargrove, cuts inside. Enough at least to get him into field goal range. If they want to go for it on 4th and 5, could be a risky call.
Well, he gets 23 of the 27 back. Raleigh-Durham takes a timeout. They may go for it. We'll find out in a minute. Fourth down and 5, and Raleigh-Durham's going for it. Big gamble by Roman Gabriel.
Man coverage.
McAllister fires. Complete. First down, Skyhawks.
Big play. Bobby McAllister stands in there on the blitz. He read the man coverage on the outside. Good throw to Andre Johnson.
Gain of 13.
You see the blitz here by the strong safety. McAllister stands in there. Andre Johnson turns his corner around, makes a nice catch, and looks like he comes up hurt a little bit.
If Johnson kept his cleats and didn't slide, he had to move to the inside for the touchdown. But he does get the first. It's first and goal at the 4. Doctor.
Close.
Inside the 1. Naposki and Quast on the tackle.
There was a similar play that Raleigh-Durham scored on in the first quarter, just to the opposite side. Straight dive play to Doctor, who runs very hard, a good runner inside, gets stopped just short of the touchdown. I look for him to come back to Doctor again.
High formation, second and goal. Quarterback sneak.
He's in.
Touchdown, Skyhawks. McAllister. All right, Dan, you go for 2.
All right, Bob, you got Surge. Surge pass. Surge pass.
That answers it. They're going for 2.
They're going for 2. If they get it, it puts them in a position with another touchdown to win. If they're not successful, they score again, then they can go for 2 to tie. So I like the call by Roman.
1:03 remaining, third quarter. It's 20-12. Skyhawks going for 2. Lowry in motion. McAllister throws. Incomplete.
Flag on the play.
It was intended for Brent Lowry, and it's going to go against Barcelona.
Holding defense 25. Retry.
Holding on Barcelona. Obviously, there was some kind of pick play. They bring Brent Lowry in motion. The receivers from the outside come down inside trying to pick Brent Lowry's cover man. It did not work, but there is holding on the play.
Another shot.
Try to flood the zone to the right. Really don't see where the penalty occurs.
Out of the eye. Doctor.
Sean Doctor.
It's good. And all of a sudden, the Skyhawks are back in it.
isolation play to the left side. Sean Doctor, who's a good hard runner down in the end zone, gets over for the two-point conversion.
Nothing could be finer in Carolina. 20-14. Raleigh-Durham's alive. The party is going hard in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. Fans of all ages. 1:03 remaining in the third quarter. And it's 20-14 Barcelona. Tim Brandt, Dan Marino, and America's guest, Mick Luckhurst.
He is America's guest.
Wilson Hoyle to kick off. Paul Palmer and Jimmy Bell are deep for Barcelona. It'll be Palmer at the 5. To the 24 and taken down rather rudely. Tackle made by Troy Steadman. Let's go down to Mick.
Bobby, that last drive, great drive. You had a great week last week, 3 touchdowns. This is the sort of drive you wanted, isn't it?
Oh, yes, definitely. Anytime I have opportunity to get the ball right here, I knew they had a safety come in blitz, and I had one-on-one with Andre, and I take my receiver anytime one-on-one. I just made a catchable ball for you to make the good catch.
You guys can move the ball here, can't you?
Oh, yes, we can. We just got to keep minimize the mistakes and keep the ball going and execute. I just say hello to my mom and dad. I love y'all, and we're going to keep coming. I love everybody back in Pompano.
Great job. Well, they love you down here in Raleigh as well. Keep it up, Bobby.
Thanks, Dan. Marino.
Yo.
Hey, Mick, give him your calling card. Tell him you're Mick.
Yeah.
Eagle right, 960 Bob, Jet Z.
Let's go, let's go, huddle up. Let's go, Eagle right, 960 Bob, Jet Z. I'm quick, ready?
A gain of 17 to Taylor on the last play. First down and 10, the ball at the 40. Scott Ernie will bail out. Tackle made by Anthony Butts. And that could be the last play of the third quarter.
Well, Scott Ernie's doing an excellent job of realizing if he doesn't have any receivers open downfield, trying to make something happen, move up into the pocket. He gets a nice little positive gain of 5 yards.
That is the end of the third quarter. And as we approach the final 15 minutes, the Skyhawks trail by 6.
All right, take a look at the left bottom portion of your screen. Andre Johnson on the big catch on 4th and 5. You see his left leg slide his cleats, and his right leg does not catch. He sprains his knee. He's going to be out of this game for the rest of this game.
Second down and 5. Palmer taken down from behind by Zeke Gatson. One of you Panthers from Pitt.
Shallow.
Eagle left, 860 Bob, Z shallow.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now that son of a...
Eagle left, 860 Bob, Z shallow. I'm quick, ready?
Z shallow is one of the wide receivers maybe coming up underneath the zone.
Third down and 4. Under pressure. Ernie goes down. Momentum has changed, and Jack Bicknell knows it.
We have a weak safety blitz. Smith coming right here, gets great pressure. Scott Ernie cannot escape it. Zeke Gaston, John Carter, swarming defense of the Skyhawks.
It's a high spiraling punt. And Egerton takes it at the 17. Correction, Clarence CA. 45-yard punt, 7 return. Here's Mick.
Way to go, defense!
I'll tell you what, guys, down here, Danny, remember when you had that run and you beat the Buffalo Bills and everything went wild on the sideline? These guys are fired up. The foreign guys even know what's going on. I tell you what, this team, you said it, Tim, the momentum has changed, and these guys truly believe that they're going to do it, they're going to win this game. And I tell you what, the way everything's looking on the field, they may be able to do it. Back up to you.
The foreign guys.
Even the foreign guys, huh? They understand what's going on, a change in momentum. It's a big drive for Raleigh-Durham right here. If they can get down and get some points on the board, they have a lot of confidence right now.
Inside handoff to John Birch, and he gets a tuple. Now, you just talked during that last timeout, Dan. You talked to Bobby McAllister.
Yeah, well, we talked about the fact that he was being very patient, although he was a little inconsistent in the third quarter. He came back, he was patient, took his time on that fourth down, and made a good throw.
13:30 remaining in the ball game. It's 20-14 Dragons. Skyhawks with the ball. This is Birch. Tries to cut back to the inside, gets to the 31-yard line.
You got Pro Trey coming in. Shovel pass, shovel pass.
Pro Trey is probably a formation with 4 wide. It says shovel pass, which will probably be like a rollout. Bobby McAllister one way to his right or to his left. Shovel pass underneath to one of the backs.
Safe play. Third down and 4.
This is a big down for the offense of Raleigh-Durham Skyhawks.
Out of the shotgun. McAllister. Yes. Marvin Hargrove with the catch has the first down. There is a flag, however. Fourth catch for Hargrove. The flag was thrown all the way to the other side of the field.
Offside defense, nose guard, penalty refused.
It is
first
against
down.
Barcelona. First down, Skyhawks.
Bobby McAllister looking for the shovel pass underneath. There was a blitz on. He does a great job moving around, picking up Marvin Hargrove for the first down reception.
McAllister drills this one. And Clarence C.A. had it in his hands and couldn't hold on.
Clarence C.A. looked like he wanted to catch the ball and start running before it really got into his hands. He needs to come back to the ball, make sure of the catch first, tuck it away, and then try to run with it.
I know you get after your receivers pretty good when that happens.
Well, Tim.
Second down and 10. Here comes the blitz. And McAllister goes down all the way back at the 25-yard line. Glenn Cobb came on the safety blitz.
Well, Glenn Cobb is playing a strong safety. It's just a straight strong safety blitz. McAllister does not pick it up and read it and look for a hot receiver. Consequently, he gets sacked. You see Cobb coming from the right side of your screen in here, and Sean Doctor does not see him coming on the corner. He probably would be responsible for him. He releases into the secondary. Cobb comes free on McAllister for the sack.
Third sack of the night, 3rd and 21, make it 4 sacks in a row. Steve Alford.
Here's a case where I think they call him in the grasp, even though it's not a rule anymore.
Well, it's not a rule in this league. I think that was a safety whistle. Just didn't want the quarterback to get hurt. Thought the play had ended. He had no shot at getting out.
You know, it was really kind of interesting that Steve Alvord on the sack right there, but it was kind of interesting that the Raleigh-Durham offense went to a 2-back set. They've been so successful with 4 wide receivers in a spread formation. Then they go to a 2-back set.
Fonts gets off a high tail wagger that takes Egerton all the way back to the 40. Knocked out at the 45-yard line, so Barcelona, leading by 6, will have great field position. After that 45-yard punt, he takes it back 13 on the return. 10:56 remaining, 20-14. Here's a look at the Coors Silver Bullet passing statistics. The standings of the World League quarterbacks ranked statistically. Bell is up on top, but you see Ernie, who's in this ball game, followed closely by McAllister of Raleigh-Durham. Stan Gelbaugh out of Maryland, now playing for London, was the leader the first 2 weeks, dropped to 5. There's Scott Ernie. And there's Bobby McAllister. The Coors Silver Bullet passing statistics. 10:56 remaining in the ball game. 20-14 Dragons. It's first down and 10. Barcelona. Paul Palmer breaks 2 tackles. Nice run down to the 40.
Makes a nice run here. A powerful cutback up inside, showing that Palmer does have strength for a little guy. He is a little back, but does have a lot of power. The Raleigh-Durham defense needs to rise to the occasion once again and stop Barcelona to give their offense an opportunity to score.
Tony Gunn, Steve Glassett get credit for the tackle. Palmer, 22 carries now, 122 yards and a touchdown. Second down and 5, and here he is again. Down to the 30 to 28-yard line goes Paul Palmer. They call him Boo Boo.
Well, Barcelona is going back to what has been successful for them all night.
7 zone.
Running the play to the right, just straight blocking, letting Paul Palmer take his time, cutting back inside for a nice gain.
One thing that has been evident in the first 3 games for Barcelona, it's a team which maintains its composure and poise. Fell behind 10-0 in Montreal and came back to blow the machine out of there. Palmer again plays hide and seek behind his big lineman and gains about 2.
Well, I like this strategy of Barcelona. Try to run the ball, control the clock, try to make a couple first downs, get down into field goal range, especially if you can't score, at least get 3 points out of this. They're inside the 30 right now.
Reverse left. Check the clock.
Looks like a gimmick play. A reverse left. Going for a big play here. Nice situation.
Told Scott Ernie to check the clock. The play clock down to 5. He's got to get the snap in a hurry. 3. Gets it off and just beats the delay of game. The reverse to
Got
Woods.
a chance to score.
This is Thomas Woods with 3 blockers. Inside the 10 to the 5. Woods, touchdown, Barcelona. 27 yards, Thomas Woods.
Big play by Thomas Woods. Nice run. He's able to pick up his blocking down the left side. Runs it in for a touchdown. Take a look here. The motion man going to the right. Scott Ernie fakes it, then pitches to Thomas Woods, who makes a nice cut. You see his wall of blockers. He's patient, lets the guys do the work for him, cuts back inside, scores a touchdown.
The key to that play was Zeke Gadsden, the outside guy, lost containment. Came inside. Woods got outside of him. Going for 2. Scott Ernie throws to the end zone. No good. Broken up by Richard Smith. So with 9 minutes now remaining in the ball game, Barcelona has extended its lead. It's 26 to 14.
But we have the touchdown here to Thomas Woods. You get the motion out of the tight end coming this way. Scott Ernie's going to play fake, take his time, pitch it to Thomas Woods, and he scores a touchdown. But you see the defense of Raleigh-Durham over pursuing right here. Let's take a look at it. You see the motion with the tight end. Scott Ernie, nice play fake, throwing it to Thomas Woods. Zeke Gadsden, stop, clear it right here, comes inside, and he gets it outside, makes a nice cut back in for the touchdown.
Thomas Woods showing you that 4.4 speed.
Oh, definitely. Definitely 4.4. But you see the Raleigh-Durham defense over pursues and giving them an opportunity to catch that wall of blocking down the left side.
Aguiar kicking deep to CA and Hargrove. This will be CA 2 yards deep. Out to the 15-yard line, it stretches ahead to the 16. Let's go downstairs. Here's Mick.
Danny, here's a question for you. I've just been talking to Paul Wolf. He's the center for the Raleigh-Durham Skyhawks, and he was saying their linebackers are stunting. They're not picking it up. He says they've worked on it. I was talking with Coach Roman Gabriel earlier in the week, and he said that's something that can take 5 to 6 weeks, and they just haven't had the time to work on it. Is that true as well for you guys?
Well, one thing you have to do as an offensive line, you have to spend time together and get a feel for all your blocking assignments and have that cohesiveness where you're going to pick up blitzes and games inside, and that can be a problem at times, Mick.
Keep an eye on Wolf and see if he can pick it up this time.
McGill with a big hole right side, gets about 6. Roman also said that's going to catch up with Barcelona at about the 6th game when people start learning how to pick that thing up.
Well, they're taking chances inside. They're shooting gaps and causing their linebackers to come around running games, which sometimes could cause a big defensive play, and other times it can cause a big wide open gap in the middle of the line where you can get a big running play on.
Nice cutback by Darryl McGill. He'll be close to the first down markers. 8:15 remaining in the ball game.
Well, it's really surprising that Raleigh-Durham is trying to run the ball right now. You would think they would try to throw it, leading 2 touchdowns to get back in the game.
26-14 Dragons. First down, Skyhawks. McAllister to Doctor. Doctor breaks a tackle out to the 37-yard line. Ron Getz with the tackle.
Sean Doctor, who was lining up in the backfield, then just kind of snuck out over there to the slot. The linebacker did not come out and cover him up in the slot position. McAllister just took 3 steps back, threw it to him in the flat there, and made a nice gain.
Third catch for Doctor. He now has 12 in the season. Leading receiver for the Skyhawks. McAllister throws to the flats. Again intended for Doctor, but there was great coverage by Glenn Cobb, the strong safety.
Doctor goes in motion. The ball's a little high. Cobb has the support on the outside in the zone coverage. Comes up, makes a good play. That would have been a tough catch by Doctor, but he tries to make it.
Cobb, the All-American, All Big Ten out of Illinois, loves to lift weights. Bench presses the world. It'll be 2nd down and 10. This is McGill to the 40.
We get a draw play up inside and didn't work. But this is a big play. This 3rd down is a big play for Raleigh-Durham with 7 minutes left in the game. We need to continue to hold on to the ball.
It's 3rd down. They need 8. McAllister with all day throws complete to CA, who slips and will not get the first. Glenn Cobb tripped him up, although he was by Cobb.
Kind of just slipped, lost his footing. Would have had the first down if he could have kept his footing there. They're going to punt here with 6 minutes left in the game. Possibly, maybe you want to think maybe of a fake punt here.
Troy Ponce, the punter. He's averaged 39 yards tonight. Gets off a good punt. This is Egerton. Egerton back to the 20.
Egerton carries the ball.
So with 5 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the ball game, it's still 26-14 Dragons. 45-yard punt, 7-yard return. Gerald Mack on the tackle.
Boomer's in the booth as the Birmingham Fire battle it out with the Montreal Machine. World League Football on USA. Monday at 8 Eastern.
Well, everybody hasn't left here tonight. They're still enjoying themselves. So with 5:48 remaining in the ball game, the Skyhawks are up against it.
What is he doing?
I don't know. First down and 10. Oh, how about this? Wide open is Taylor. Taylor loses the ball, and the Dragons get it back.
It was an alert play by Bobby Sines, the center. After completion, coming down the field, hustling to follow the play, and being alert enough to jump on the fumble. You see, it's just a seam route where Taylor gets popped by Smith. The ball pops out.
And here comes Jimmy Bell.
Jimmy Bell, I thought it, well, Jimmy Bell alertly on the play. I thought it was Sines, the center.
Paul Palmer, left side, big hole, out to midfield. I'm going to tell you something, Dan. Gene Taylor is big time.
Yeah, he's definitely a good player. He's able to make the big catch in the middle because of his size. Looks like he has a good understanding of zone coverage, where to find a seam to get open, to give the quarterback an opportunity to hit him.
Taylor was a 6th-round pick at New England, played for Tampa Bay and the San Francisco 49ers. He has 3 catches tonight for 48 yards. 2nd down and 3 for Barcelona. This is Palmer. And Palmer gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. What's up, Mick?
I'm down here with Bruce Clark. Now, it seemed like they got momentum on Raleigh's side of the ball. Then you guys came out and you dominated 2 drives ago, and then again the last drive. What are you guys doing?
We have to get consistent and play the type of football we're capable of playing. You know, we can't afford to come down here flat and have a letdown. We go out and play the football we're capable of playing. We can go out and dominate the game like we've been these last 2 weeks.
And Danny, this is a man I know you'll listen to because you've been up against him in the NFL. This is an all-pro from the NFL, and he's loving this World League. Back up to you guys.
Well, it looks like he's enjoying himself.
got the first time. He got it. He got it.
This is Thomas Woods with the completion. Played against him in college, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, University of Pittsburgh against Penn State, which was a big rivalry, and Bruce Clark was one of their outstanding players.
Along with Matt Millen. That wasn't a bad duo.
It's a tough defensive line.
First down, Barcelona. They start to melt the clock now, under 3:50.
Well, they've just decided to run the ball and throw little flat patterns, safe passes.
This is Palmer, all the way outside. Wisely runs out of bounds.
Palmer carries to the 40.
No sense getting hurt this late.
Well, Palmer's been the workhorse for Barcelona tonight. He's just doing an outstanding job, and he shows that he has great toughness, too. Anytime you carry the ball as often as he has in one night, you have to be a tough guy and a hard runner.
Paul Palmer now, 27 carries, 138 yards.
That's carrying the load.
That ball's not heavy, though.
No.
New York, New Jersey came back in that ball game. Ernie going deep. And Thomas Woods can't come back to the inside to make the catch. He got tied up with Pat McGurk, the right corner.
Ernie had an opportunity to throw the ball deep. Nice play action pass here. Rolling to his right. Throws it to Thomas Woods. Pretty good coverage by McGurk. Thomas Woods almost makes a great play coming back underneath for the catch. Ernie had a lot of room to run there. He could have run easily for the first time, but decided to try to hit the big play.
Third down and 7. Ernie drills this one and has the completion to Tim Egerton.
Well, on 3rd and 7, I can't understand why the cornerbacks of Raleigh-Durham are not playing tight man coverage. They're playing off 10, 12 yards and just letting Scott Ernie throw the ball underneath. Nice, easy pass for a completion in the first down. They should be playing a lot more tight coverage, blitz a little bit, try to cause a turnover, something good to happen for their defense.
So they move the chains. Barcelona now with a first down. Ernie 11 for 23. This is Palmer. Absolutely nowhere to run. Nice play by John Carter, the left defensive end.
Well, Scott Ernie probably came on the field at the beginning of this drive and talked to his offensive line, talked to his receivers, saying, listen, we just have a nice drive here, eat up to 5 minutes, they're on the clock, and we're going to go home, winner of this ball game. And obviously they're doing an excellent job of driving the ball here and eating up the clock.
This league gets an A for uniforms. They've got some good-looking unis.
Yeah. Well, Tim, you would know about uniforms, I guess. You're on the cutting edge of fashion.
Got that right. How about this? A couple frequent flyer miles there, huh?
Oh, a few.
18 hours it took them. Barcelona to New York, New York to Montreal, Montreal to Raleigh-Durham, Raleigh-Durham to Barcelona.
That's amazing.
3 games, 3 different countries, and when you count their stopover in Atlanta, 3 Olympic cities.
And 3 victories, it looks like.
European division continues to be the strongest by far. Jack Bicknell has not been home since February 1. He says when he comes back after this season in early June, don't even try to call him. He's going to be on the golf course or out on a fishing boat off the coast of New Hampshire. Has not even seen his new grandchild.
And look for a blitz here.
2nd down and 11. Ernie going deep in the direction of Thomas Woods. Again, he was being shadowed by Pat McGurk.
Raleigh-Durham has both safeties on the line of scrimmage. Smith, the weak safety, blitzes in the weak side. Jackson is strong safety, blitzes to the strong side of one-on-one coverage on the outside. Ernie tries to go deep to make a big play. They're putting 10, 11 people right up on the line of scrimmage now. Maybe they should have tried to do this a little earlier in the game, cause a little pressure in the pocket.
They need 11 for the first. Ernie drills this one. It's caught, but out of bounds. Again, he went to Egerton, and Egerton was working on Pat McGurk, who's being tested here late in the ball game.
Scott Ernie thrown on the run. Egerton looks like he got 2 feet.
You know what? I think he did.
I really believe he did. Let's look at it from another angle.
There's one.
Right foot,
There's
left
two.
foot. Bad call. No instant replay.
So Barcelona will have to punt. This punt will hit inside the 5 and go through the end zone for a touchback. So with 2:20 remaining in the ball game, Raleigh-Durham will get it back, trailing 26-14.
Well, Raleigh-Durham possibly still can get back into this ball game. They need to spread out, try to make some big plays, throw the ball down the field. Bobby McAllister, who has a big arm and can throw it deep, hopefully he can come up with some big plays. Maybe he has a little magic left where he can get a touchdown, onside kick, get the ball back. Possibly.
It would take some magic now.
Oh yes, it's magic, but possibly get back in the game.
2:20 remaining in the ball game. McAllister again with a 3-step drop. They've got to go deep instead of short. This is Doctor out to the 30. He'll be close to the 1st. But the clock continues to move.
Try to get another play in here before the 2-minute warning.
2:05, 2:04. They move the chains. That'll stop it. Nope, it continues to roll. They get it off with 2:01 left. McAllister escapes one tackle. Rolls right, throws deep, incomplete. So we have the 2-minute warning with 1:52 remaining in the ball game. It's 26-14. And the door starts to close quickly on Raleigh-Durham. One minute, 52 seconds remaining in the ball game from Carter Finley Stadium on the campus of NC State University. Raleigh-Durham is about to fall to 0-3. It's 26-14 Dragons. Tim Brandt, Dan Marino, and Mick Luckhurst with you. This is Bobby McAllister, the Raleigh-Durham quarterback. Goes deep and has the completion to Charles Hines.
With the catch. First down, Skyhawks.
He was working on the strong safety, Glenn Cobb.
That was a square in. About 25 yards down the field. Clarkston Hines goes up, makes a nice catch in front of the safety.
They need about 3 more of those.
There he goes again.
He's got him to the 30-yard line. Hines again. 1:27 remaining in the ball game. Clock stops momentarily while they move the chains. Hines with 6 catches. Bad snap. This is Hargrove. Hargrove inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. And a flag will fly, late hit, and that'll move it down even further. Ron Getz made the tackle and also drew the flag. That'll stop the clock with 1:12 remaining in the ball game.
Well, it was a nice alert play after the fumble, the snap by Bobby McAllister, picking up Marvin Hargrove on the sidelines. Gets a little bit of pressure, nice sharp throw. Cuts up inside. Here comes the late hit. No, I really don't see a late hit.
McAllister drops, fires, incomplete. Frankfurt has just gone up another touchdown, 27-17 over New York, New Jersey. Looks like Mouse Davis will have his 3rd loss. Roman Gabriel trying to avoid his. 3rd down and 5. It'll be close to the 1st down. Doctor knocked out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Sean Doctor, a very aware player, catches it, gets 2 feet in, and it's just enough for the 1st down.
That'll move the chain, stop the clock with 1:02 left.
Within the next couple plays, he needs to throw the ball into the end zone and try to get a touchdown, and then maybe go with an onside kick.
McAllister steps up in the pocket, drills it deep, and the receiver, Clarence CA, slipped down. And again, we see the turf and the cleats not holding, and CA is hurt.
Well, Thomas King, the safety from the opposite side of the field, reads CA coming down the middle and takes a shot at him when the ball is overthrown. It's a seam pattern. Here comes King from the right-hand side. He slips and gets hit when he's down on the ground. Looks like he gets the wind knocked out of him.
McAllister now, as you watch him work on CA, McAllister is 19 for 38, 190 yards, and we're under a minute to play now. Mick? Go ahead, Mick, what do you have?
Tim, down on the field, we're seeing a lot of the guys slipping. A couple of weeks ago, this field was brown. It's green now because they overseeded with ryegrass. It looks great, but one of the disadvantages is that ryegrass is very slippery, and we've seen a couple of injuries due to that. I don't know, Dan, I don't know if you guys get ryegrass down there other than on golf courses. Have you ever played on it?
No, not necessarily, Mick. I don't really, when I go to play a football game, I don't necessarily ask everybody what kind of grass it is.
That's because you're not a kicker, pal.
Yeah,
hey, Mick.
You would know better than I.
Hey, Mick. Mick, when we were here yesterday, late about this time, this stadium is down deep into a valley, and it's surrounded by pine trees and seems to hold the dew, the moisture of the evening. And it also made the grass wet last night. I assume it's like that now.
Yeah, and that certainly makes a big difference as well, Tim. It gets a little bit wet. That's new grass. It's not fun either. You ask these guys, you get a couple of bad knee injuries, and it takes a lot of the fun out of this World League that I'm having a lot of fun with, and it sounds like you guys up there are as well.
Absolutely. 57 seconds remaining in the ball game. Second down and 10. McAllister out of the shotgun. Has a guy open. Incomplete. Hargrove could not hang on. Boy, he was there.
Yeah, the ball was just a little overthrown. Hargrove possibly came up with a great catch here, but went incomplete.
Stops the clock at 52 seconds and brings up third down and 10. Bobby McAllister changes the play, moves Doctor over to the slot. Goes to the corner for Doctor and two receivers in the same area. Hargrove and Doctor just ran into each other in the corner.
They're playing a lot of zone coverage right now, Barcelona. Want to run some seam routes by the slot guys. Try to hit them in the zones. You see Bobby McAllister right here, dropping back. Throwing it up in the end zone. Kind of throwing it up for grabs a little bit in the direction of Sean Doctor and Marvin Hargrove. It's tough when you got two guys in the same area. It must have been a blown assignment by one of the receivers.
Raleigh-Durham takes a timeout. The Skyhawks have one remaining now. 46 seconds left in the ball game. It'll be fourth down and 10. Roman Gabriel served as an assistant in the USFL, All-American here at NC State. This is his first opportunity to be a head coach here in the World League. And Jack Bicknell, well, what a pleasure he is. One of the classiest guys in the league, in the business. And he's about to go to 3-0, keeping pace with London, which got the big win today over Orlando.
I really liked his play selection tonight. He did a good job of mixing up the offense, using a bootleg a little bit and running Paul Palmer with some powerful blocking up front from one side to the other.
Fourth down and 10 across the middle. The ball's up for grabs. Incomplete. That'll do it. This one is in the history books. It was intended originally for Joe Merton. Glenn Cobb knocked it up, and watch this. It's a free-for-all.
Ball's tipped up in the air. You see Sean Doctor from the right side of your screen come in jumping for the ball. Does not come up with it. Good effort. And Bobby McAllister, who was trying, had a good effort all night, just did not come up with the plays when he had to turn this game around.
38 seconds remain. Barcelona will just take a clock play and go down. Scott Ernie will go down on his knee. Clock will continue to roll. Tonight's KFC player of the game is Paul Palmer. Kentucky Fried Chicken will donate $1,000 in Paul Palmer's name to DARE, Drug Abuse Resistance Education. 133 yards tonight and a touchdown for Paul Palmer, the All-American out of Temple.
Solid game. Ran the ball well.
5 seconds remain. There's no way to stop the clock. This one goes into the books as a 26-14 win for Barcelona. So Jack Bicknell extends his record to 3-0 into a tie with London. The Monarchs won earlier today over Orlando. Once again, the final score, Barcelona 26, Raleigh-Durham 14. Let's take you back to New York. Here's Diana.